If you are a woman of color coach and you feel like you are constantly convincing your people to see the problem they are having, right? You are talking to leads in the DMs and you are seeing the problem they are having, and you kind of have this feeling you are in this convincing energy. If you feel like you can help the lead, but they don't just get it, right? Let me know in the comment section if you feel me. And now say it feels pushy, it feels manipulative. It's not because that you don't know how to sell or that you are bad at selling. It's because your buyer isn't ready yet. And today I'm going to teach you the three psychological stages every single buyer goes through before they are ready to give you money in your coaching business, in your coaching program. No matter if you're selling one on one or a group offer, or if you are selling a membership, it doesn't matter. So you have to realize people give you money, thousands of money, not when you are ready to sell, only when they are ready to buy. Okay, write this down. Not when you are ready to sell, when they are ready to buy from you, or when they are ready to buy in order to solve the problem they are having. And if you keep skipping these three stages, you will always feel like you are dragging people into awareness. And that feels pushy, that feels manipulative, and that feels like you're doing so much effort and nothing is working out. So, this conversation is sparked by a DM conversation I had. And this person told me that she knows her target audience, but the problem is that the problem she identified for them is not theirs for the moment, and she kind of feels like she's pushing the problem onto them. And this is what I want to talk about, because this coach literally knows her niche, she knows her expertise, she knows she can help, and she kind of feels this feeling like, oh my god, I know I can help you, but let me help you, why can you not see that? So she's trying to push her leads toward a problem that they don't believe they have yet, right? Again, she's trying to push her leads toward a problem they don't believe they have yet, which is why you are losing the money, which is why you put so much effort in and you are not seeing the results. So she starts to over explain, she starts to over educate, she starts to over justify the price, the offer she's having, and she kind of falls into this energy of convincing. And that is really energy draining. And that's why sales starts to feel misaligned. But the deeper problem here is that this is not only a sales issue, a conversion issue that this coach is having, it's a buyer awareness gap in your marketing, right? So this coach, like trying to push them to the problem that this client is not even seeing, is already in an awareness stage where the client should be already aware of the solution that is possible for them, right? But her audience is still unaware of the problem they are having. And this mismatch creates friction. And this friction feels like I am convincing, right? As you can see, like I have this feeling like I have to convince them first. And if you have this feeling like I have to convince my leads first, your marketing is not doing a good job when it comes to converting, when it comes to helping your buyer to go through the awareness stages in order to make the best decision for them. Again, as I said in the beginning, buyers are not ready to buy when you are ready to sell. They are literally ready to buy when they want to buy. And they want to buy if they see a problem and it's urgent, and they want to solve it now. So let's actually go into the three buyer stages that are existing in the coaching industry. A buyer will only give you the money when they are ready, right? And they are ready at the last stage. Okay, so let's say They are only ready to give you here the money when they are ready to work with you, because they went through the 3 stages that are existing in the buyer psychology. But before we go into these 3 buyer stages, I really want to talk about what is so important when it comes to having an essential offer that people want to buy in, whether it's your coaching offer, your consulting offer. So you need to actually solve a need. You cannot just come up with an offer and say, like, hey, um, buy from me, right? You need to solve a need. You need to have an offer that is essential enough for the client to say yes, right? So are you actually solving a need? Means, for example, for us human beings, without water, without food, without a roof over our head, we won't invest in other things. We will always make sure that those human needs are actually solved and that we have it before we go and buy a car. And that's the same thing when it comes to high ticket coaching and consulting. There are only 3 niches where people will always say yes to, which is health, wealth, and relationship. So you need to solve a need, right? And you need to figure out, is this an urgent problem? Everyone has a problem. There are 99 problems, okay? More than that. But the question is this urgent enough for the lead to say yes to your 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, $10,000 offer? And inside Leverage 20, we teach you this in the first 2 weeks, which is the $1,000,000 niche, to actually make sure that your offer is in the $1,000,000 niche so that you can actually continue to make more money. Not only close 2 clients or 3 clients, but continue to close more clients, launch your group offer at 3 to 10K. Make sure that you are delivering a life-changing solution for your clients. Does that make sense? If you have any questions, please let me know. So that is definitely one of the first things we need to make sure that that is settled before we go into buyer psychology and going through the 3-step process or 3-step in order to make the buyer ready to say yes to your offer, right? The first problem is problem awareness. Okay. So this is the stage where your buyer, they feel the friction, they feel the frustration, they feel like something is not working. They are doing the work, they are putting the effort in, and they feel like, okay, something is not working, right? But they cannot clearly articulate the root problem. They only talk about the surface level, what is happening. And I always like to actually tell to my clients, think of like an onion. Just imagine this is an onion, okay? And there are so many layers before you are able to go to the root thingy, right? To the root cause. And this is how your buyers or how your ideal clients are also talking about when it comes to their problems as well. Does that make sense? So they feel like, okay, I'm frustrated, I am tired, I have this friction, I know something is not working, I do all the work. So but the real problem they are having, which is why there is a mismatch, is they don't know how to actually articulate the problem they are having, right? They might say, like, I just need more visibility, I need more leads, I need to create more content, I need to create better content, maybe I need to post more. Do you know what I mean, right? But me as a business coach, I know that the real issue is that you are creating content without having bias psychology in your mind. You are actually posting content, trying to post more content with having a messaging misalignment. No wonder that you are not actually converting more clients, and you have an awareness mismatch. Let's keep it to this example of a business coach. So if you start to pitch your advanced solution here, your buyers, they will resist because they don't see the problem the way you are seeing it. And it kind of feels like you are pushing the solution onto them and you want to close them just for the money's sake. But I know you as a woman of color, you want the best for your clients, right? So again, if they don't see the problem the way you are seeing it, they will resist, they won't buy, and you will feel like sales is manipulative, sales is pushy, sales is um, sleazy. But at this stage, your job at this stage is not to sell. It's not to sell your offer to this person, right? Your job is to diagnose with this lead, with this client, with the content you are creating, right? This is where your content should name their invisible pain. For example, why you are creating content and still not closing more clients. In this stage, you are articulating the cost of staying unaware. You keep thinking that when you post more content, more clients will come, but actually, what's missing is this. And you start to show them what they are missing. You are educating them on the root issue they are having with the content you are posting. This is not convincing. You are not convincing them. You are clarifying. You are showcasing them, hey, this is the problem you are having. And if you keep doing this problem, there are more costs waiting for you, waiting on the line to catch you up. No, just kidding. But is that actually helping you to understand when it comes to problem awareness content, when it comes to why if you are trying to talk to people who are in this problem awareness content, that you are actually in this convincing energy, which is why suddenly sales starts to feel pushy, sales starts to feel misaligned. But honestly, sales is belief transfer. Sales, I feel like sales is so life changing. Like, I know the moment when I was crying in the bathroom and I wished someone believed in me, and then my mentor came and she kind of transferred the belief in me, which is why I'm still in business and I didn't give up on my business. I was literally so close. The line was very thin to actually give up on my business. And I believe that sales is life changing. It's where you are helping your ideal clients to give the belief they need in order to move forward, to actually get the dream life they are dreaming for years or for months, right? So if you believe that sales is like that, and it should not feel convincing, right? But if you're continue to talk to clients in this problem awareness stage where they don't even know how to articulate the deep problem they are having, you end up convincing. Okay. Any questions about problem awareness? Let me know. Hi, Vinita. Leverage 20 fam is here. What's good? I'm super excited to see you here. Okay, so second step is solution awareness. So, solution awareness is where the buyer is now, okay, maybe this is the problem, right? So they start to recognize, okay, so maybe my issue is not that I have to post more content. Maybe it's actually my positioning and how I am positioning the problem, right? So your buyer starts to begin to seek more frameworks, better strategies. They watch deeper trainings. They start to compare different approaches. And here is where so many women of color coaches messes up. They think that this stage means that I have to pitch. No, this is just the stage where education is happening, where you are shifting perspectives. Let me give you an example, okay? So there are so many different strategies in the industry how you can add another 100K into your bank account. So many different strategies. Are we on the right track? But now it's in this solution awareness problem, or in this solution awareness stage, it comes to why you believe that ads and live video are the best solution in order to add an extra 100K to your business, or why you need to leverage your expertise, have a group offer to add an extra 100K without burning out. There are so many different strategies. Why is your strategy the best strategy? And you need to start to share the different perspective shifts, or the shifts or the perspectives you have with your audience, so they start to feel like, okay, yeah, I want to run my business in this way. Okay, yeah, I want to lose 20 pounds in this way. Okay, yeah, I want to actually have a loving relationship in this way, in this, with this perspective, right? So solution aware stage is where you are showing why what they have tried didn't work, right? And what is actually missing in their thinking. This is where you help them to go away from what to do and how to think in order to get the results they desire. So you show them the mechanism behind their stagnation because you did solve the problem in a different way. So you are building belief in this stage, not urgency. Okay. So do you see, if you keep like, the reason why it feels like you are pushing them to the problem and they are not seeing it yet is because your brain and your solution is already at the solution awareness stage. But your client or your ideal leads, they're in this problem awareness stage. And if you try to push them to believe something different where they are not ready yet to believe that, that's why sales feels pushy and sleazy. Now, the last step when it comes to this buyer awareness is offer awareness. And I actually talked about this with my private client in our call today, which is the offer awareness stage. It's also called considering state. This is where the lead is asking, is this the person I trust? Can I trust to take my credit card and to give them thousands, 5,000, 10,000 of dollars to keep working with them and to get the solution they are promising, right? Because in this stage, they believe they have the problem. They believe the solution is what they want in the way you are solving them. Now, in this considering phase, they are evaluating you. At this stage, they are asking, do I trust her? Is her process different? Is this safe? Can I achieve that? Okay. A lot of my clients, we are working with Black and brown women. They are asking themselves, like, can I do this? Is this possible for me to actually succeed in the industry as a woman of color coach? Do the values match with this coach? So if you skipped the first two stages, this stage never activates, right? That's why you feel like, that's when you feel like, okay, I have to convince them. But actually, you are just selling to someone who hasn't traveled the awareness ladder yet. Okay, so always keep this in mind that they will actually jump from problem awareness to solution awareness to solution awareness to offer awareness. And the time frame doesn't matter. They can actually read 3 of your posts and get ready to work with you because you did a good job with your content to create problem awareness content, to create solution awareness content, to create the offer awareness content. The time doesn't matter when it comes to your content. It's more, how are you articulating the value to your audience right now? Do you have any questions so far? We are leveraging multiple platforms here: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Let me know if you have any questions. I am so, like, I would be happy to help you with this, because literally this is how you will move away from posting more content, creating content that talks directly to your ideal client's mind, helping them to go to 1 step, to 2 step, and to 3 step, and to make the best decision for them. Because sales is all about belief transfer and making or helping someone to make the best decision, whether it's a yes, I want to work with you, Anu, or no, I don't want to work with you because we don't match the values, because the strategy doesn't work. I want another strategy. I want quick fixes. I want to get rich and chill in Bahamas. Okay, baby boo boo, bye bye. Okay, so again, you need content that moves them from unaware to problem aware, from problem aware to solution aware, offer aware. The reason why I didn't touch awareness, unaware content in here is I don't want expect you to waste your time in explaining someone, for example, why you should start a online business. Like, that's a stage where you don't want to be for too long, right? And again, this is buyer psychology. This is not manipulation. If you haven't started creating content around buyer psychology and you are questioning, okay, why is no one buying? The last client was 6 months ago. Validate. Go audit your content, okay, and see what are you missing right now. You cannot only create solution aware or only create offer aware content and then question why is no one buying. You always have to use all three stages to make sure that everyone is hit it who's actually existing in your audience and help them to go to the next stage. Any questions? I'm just waiting to see if I can actually answer some questions. This is exactly what we do inside Leverage 20 with the $1 million niche, because without a niche that is solving a need that is essential, especially in this trust recession and in this market going up and down and whatever is happening, you cannot just sell some basic offers. Like, no one will buy your confidence program. No one will buy if you're only selling burnout or if you're only selling self-care, because those are not human needs that needs to be solved now in order to avoid the cost that is coming tomorrow, 3 months down the road, 6 months down the road. Okay. So if you are a burnout coach and or a confidence coach, I highly recommend you to come into my DMs and talk to me about what is going on with your niche, because the most money making niches are in health, wealth, and relationship. And burnout and confidence are byproducts of one of those three stuff. So, example, I'm in wealth industry, okay? And because my clients are working with me and because they are having this strategy of leveraging their expertise and launch their 3K to 10K group offer, they avoid burnout because they have restless revenue, the methodology, they avoid burnout. So I cannot even, like, it's a byproduct. It's like they avoid burnout because they have the strategies inside their business, in their messaging, in their marketing. And it's the same with confidence. If you front facing selling confidence as something they need to have, they won't buy it. Maybe 3 people or 5 people. But if you really desire to have a sustainable and a highly profitable business that will hit 100K and eventually $1 million, you cannot sell confidence as well, because let's say, again, as a business coach, we are teaching inside Leverage 20 how to go live, right? And because they are taking the actions of going live, they are having more confidence in going live, in camera, and talking to the camera. It's because they took the action. Again, confidence, self-care, burnout, those are byproducts. Don't sell those things as front-facing offer solution. Okay? This is what you need. The biopsychology is what you need and what we are focusing on inside Leverage 20, because we map out the buyer psychology, the awareness gaps, and belief sequencing and content alignment. Because you don't need better persuasion, you need better sequencing. Your content need to move your ideal clients to move from unaware to problem aware to solution aware, and then to considering phase, and then where they are throwing literally their credit card at your face and say, like, take it. This is bias psychology. Okay. And one question I often get asked is, okay, Anu, so what if they never realize the problem? Right? Maybe this is a question you have. Like, what if they never realize the problem and I always have to convince them? Then this means they were never ready to be your buyer, right? The right buyers always want clarity. The wrong buyers resist clarity. And you don't build a scalable business convincing resistant people. And if the people are already resistant before sales is happening, trust me, there will be a painful client afterwards. You build your highly scalable and profitable business by creating educated buyers, right? So that sales feels clean, sales feels aligned, and you have more fun in your business again as a woman of color coach. So if you keep selling to people who aren't aware yet of the problem, the solution, or of what you are offering, you will continue to chase clients, you will be burnt out, you will doubt your expertise because you are experiencing sales drought for 3 months, you are questioning your niche for the 100th time again, and you are constantly changing your messaging and you feel misaligned with sales. But if you shift to building awareness first, you stop convincing and you start attracting buyers who are ready now, who have the urgency now to work with you now to solve the problems. So, you don't need better persuasion, you need better buyer psychology. And this is what we do inside Leverage 20. In my bio, you will find the link to book a call with me. Book a call with me. It's a one on one business audit. Let's audit where the gaps are in your buyer psychology and what you need to do in order to fix that in the next 7 days so that you can actually close the client as soon as possible. With that being said, thank you so much. I wish you a wonderful day.